Now, the Erongo region is known as the holiday destination. During the December holidays, many people from across the country come to the region for holidays to relax and just enjoy the sea, the ocean, the beach. As most people have flocked to the town, we took the opportunity to invite the first citizen of the mighty Erongo region, that's Governor Neville Andre, to welcome and make you, our viewers, feel at home for the remaining days of the festive season. Good morning, Governor, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning, and thank you, and welcome to Erongo region.
Thank you very much. We've been here for a few days, and it already feels like home. Yeah. Tell us about your observations on the influx of people to the region over the last couple of days.
Yeah, first, thank you for the question. Is that this time around we are seeing a bit of low influx of people into the region. At some point it was going up, but when the Europe sort of put us on a blacklist for the Omicron, we had a lot of people that were booked to come for holiday, but then they had to cancel. So those numbers then had to come down, and so we are seeing a low number of influx into the region. But of course, we have a number of activities like the Foods Fest and so other that can at least just attract the local tourists into the town. But we are also seeing that perhaps next week we are starting to see a bit of an increase, few local travelers, and then the week thereafter for New Year's. But I think we are sort of having a bit of a low influx this time around, of course, due to COVID and so on.
Does it concern you?
Yes, for example, Swakopmund is is a tourist destination. Tourism is the heartbeat of Swakopmund in terms of the economy. So surely it has a replicable impact to the entire community. So it does affect all of us. Yeah.
Now, as much as it is the sought-after holiday destination, it's not without its challenges. Apart from COVID-19, which other challenges does the region and does the town face?
Yeah, the region, it's vast, and we have a number of challenges that we are faced with. For sure, one is unemployment. As you know, every day, every week, we have people coming to the region with the hope of getting, job and opportunities and so on. That also, again, we have the issue of food security. We still, have people that still need to be assisted with food. I remember when we had the COVID lockdowns, we had to distribute food parcels into the society, into community, and so on. The other issue also is, for example, the rural areas, the rural part of Erongo region is the water problem, water provision. So we have serious challenges of water. Sometimes you get some farms in the area of Dores constituency not receiving water for about 3 weeks and so on. We also have a challenge of sanitation. Sanitation is, when you look at also as an influx of people coming in for the hope of employment, you have these shacks, and there's sanitation problems and so on. The other issue is the fires, shack fires. So Waffles by Swakopmund because of electricity and so on. So those are some of the challenges that we are faced with in the region. Yes.
Thank you for the transparency about those challenges. There are indeed quite serious challenges relating to unemployment, food security, water provision, electricity provision, sanitation. What efforts are underway to deal with those, Governor?
Yes, we first is that with the Erongo Red, we already started with the electrifying informal settlement in Omaruru, Karibeb, sort of to put up some lines and so on. And at a very, I think Erongo Red did it for free as a contribution to social corporate responsibility. Also, we are busy with the assistance of the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform to put up pipelines so that we can at least reach water. Because at the moment we have a truck that is ferrying water to the rural areas every day to take water there. So we have received funds from the ministry to put up a pipeline for water. And then also, you know, for example, we have the expansion in the road between Hendisbay and Uis. That again also is to ensure that we provide services to those areas because now it is gravel and it's difficult to get there. So there are a number of issues that we are looking at in terms of rectifying the challenges that we are faced in the region.
Now, you referred to the rural areas in the Erongo region at least twice during our conversation this morning. Very often we have a misconception that Erongo only comprises urban areas. Why does that misconception exist?
I think it's because we are only talking of Wafelsokopund, but we have two rural constituencies. That's Wafelsbay Rural, and that's Daures constituency. And Daures constituency, there's no town. It's all rural. And I think, and of course, my office is putting a lot of attention on upgrading rural setups, especially in Daures constituency, because there are a lot of challenges that we have not been taking care of. So I think just the perception that it's only Wafelsokop, Usakos, Karibib, the towns, and there's no, but of course, for example, when you look at Daures constituency, they experienced drought for 7 years. And, you know, look at the livestock and so on. So it is a dear situation for the people there. And surely it's something that we would want to upgrade and to work on in terms of giving more attention to it.
Governor, I would like us to briefly return to the impact of the COVID-19 regulations on the tourism sector. With a heavy heart, we may have to admit that the pandemic will be in our midst for a while still. Which efforts are underway to support the tourism sector in the region?
Yeah, first is that we have soon will be announcing the Erongo Tourism Forum, the members, where I'll be the chairperson, and that will put up some activities to focus on the recovery plan. Of course, we have already started engaging the sector, the tourism sector, where we had the ministry and we shared the draft recovery plan. Now, issues of basically engaging all sectors within the industry, within the industry of tourism, we'll continue engaging them. We'll also put up a sort of a calendar of the year in terms of activities.
For 2022?
For 2022, to know what activities are taking place so that we can also sell it outside there. We'll also profile the region in terms of tourism activities and tourism at large, so that when we have tourists coming, we at least give them that profile and they can choose from the activities that they can. And engaging also more with other stakeholders that can assist the tourism sector to come up. So I think the forum, the tourism forum, will work very much hard in terms of bringing back the work and also bringing back the establishment that closed down during the COVID-19. So we are looking at a number of programs and also incentivize. Fortunately also, you know, during the year when we saw that the tourism was down, the development, Bank of Namibia and Development Bank and so on, they came also to give some incentives packages to, you know, to the industry so that they can at least come up on board. Also from our side is that, you know, the people working in the establishment, they could not get salaries for about a couple of months. So we also tried to give some food parcels to their houses and just to, give them some assistance and so on. So it's something that we should do it together, not only the tourism sector or the or government alone, but we will of course engage, as I said, further engage the other sectors to assist us.
Thank you, Governor. As we're starting to wrap up our conversation this morning, are there other developmental projects that you'd like to focus on?
Yes, as I said, we have the railway upgrade. Of course, that is something very important for us to ensure that we connect as a region is also logistics. We connect the region to the other regions and also to the country to other neighboring countries at large. And there's also, as I said, the water connectivity and provision into the region, water infrastructure, and also, one other thing is that we are looking at upscaling skills of young people because, we would want to encourage that for us not just to wait for employment, but to create employment. So we are looking at some initiatives where we can put up training facilities within, gemstones and also automotive center, so that we can at least also upscale, give an opportunity to young people to get employment. So those are some of and of course, one of the key issues is looking at economic advancement. That is one of the priorities that we are looking at, because we have really saw how the economy has suffered, and Erongo region is one of the key, contributors to the GDP. So economic advancement is one of the key priorities that we are looking at to ensure that let us engage one another, government and private sector. How can we assist one another? Because when we talk of economic downturn, it is affecting all of us, not only government alone, but also when we address it, it will sort of impact. It will give us a positive to all of us. We all will gain from it. So those are some of the things that we are looking at in terms of recovery and in terms of priorities that we want to look at.
Governor, your passion is tangible. Your enthusiasm for the region is very evident. Before we let you go, any final remarks, please?
I think just to say that this year was a difficult year, just like last year. But I think what made it easier is the cooperation, the unity that we had worked with throughout the year. And I think that is one thing that one should really compliment and say we appreciate the good work from the residents of Erongo region, the political leadership, good working relationship. And we just hope that come next year, we just build on it and get more out of it, by being united and working together in peaceful. And also perhaps just to thank the residents for always at least adhering to some of the challenges or let me say protocols of COVID-19 and so on, that the ministry has always been coming, because we come from a region that was the first epicenter, and we lost a lot of people, that succumbed from the COVID-19. But that working together in unity really helped us a lot, and we can do more if we just continue on that pace.
Thank you very much, Governor.
Thank you very much for having me.
That was the first citizen of the mighty Erongo region, Governor Neville Andre, welcoming us to the region, but also walking us through the challenges and highlighting some of the developmental projects underway in the region. We'll be right back after a brief break.